What's up, guys? It's Ivan, and today we're taking a look at some places you might want to cross off your travel list. We're talking about the top 5 most dangerous countries in the world. We're gonna dive deep into what makes these places so risky, from crazy high crime rates to wars and natural disasters. Make sure you stick around until the very end because, trust me, you won't believe some of the stuff that goes down in these countries. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get right into it. First up, we have Syria. This country has been ravaged by a brutal civil war for over a decade. We're talking constant bombing, shootings, kidnappings. It's a war zone. Millions of people have fled the country, and those who remain face unimaginable dangers every single day. Imagine living in a place where you could get caught in crossfire just going to the store. The Syrian government is known for being super corrupt and oppressive, and basic necessities like food and water are scarce. It's heartbreaking. And it's a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. Even if you're thinking about visiting as a tourist, don't. It's just way too risky. Let's hope things get better in Syria someday, but for now, it remains one of the most dangerous places on Earth. Next, we're heading over to Afghanistan, a country that's been plagued by conflict for decades. The Taliban's back in control, and that means things are super unpredictable, especially for women and anyone who opposes their strict rules. But it's not just the Taliban you gotta worry about. Afghanistan is also a hotbed for terrorist groups like ISIS, who are constantly carrying out attacks. And if the threat of terrorism wasn't enough, Afghanistan is also highly prone to devastating earthquakes and floods. Imagine losing your home and everything you own in a natural disaster, only to be faced with violence and instability afterward. It's a tough situation, and it's no wonder that Afghanistan is considered one of the most dangerous countries in the world. South Sudan is the youngest country in the world, but it's already seen more than its fair share of violence and instability. This landlocked nation has been gripped by a civil war since 2013, fueled by ethnic tensions and power struggles. Millions of people have been displaced from their homes, and the country is facing a dire humanitarian crisis. We're talking famine, disease, and a severe lack of basic necessities. Corruption is rampant in South Sudan, making it difficult to rebuild and move forward. Imagine a place where you can't even trust the government to provide basic services or protect its citizens. It's a heartbreaking situation, and it's clear that South Sudan has a long way to go before it can be considered a safe and stable country. Venezuela was once a wealthy nation, but today, it's a country in crisis. Years of economic mismanagement and corruption have led to hyperinflation, food shortages, and widespread poverty. People are struggling to afford basic necessities, and the healthcare system is on the brink of collapse. Imagine not being able to get the medicine you need, or having to choose between buying food or paying for your child's education. Crime is rampant in Venezuela, with kidnappings, robberies, and murders happening on a daily basis. The government is cracking down on dissent, and there's a real sense of fear and uncertainty in the air. It's a tragic situation for a country with so much potential, and it's a reminder that even seemingly stable nations can fall into chaos. Finally, we come to Somalia, a country that has been synonymous with danger and instability for decades. Terrorist group Al-Shabaab controls large parts of the country, carrying out brutal attacks and imposing their strict interpretation of Islamic law. Kidnappings are a constant threat in Somalia, targeting both locals and foreigners. Piracy is another major problem, with Somali pirates hijacking ships and taking hostages for ransom. The Somali government is weak and ineffective, struggling to exert control over its own territory. Imagine living in a place where you couldn't even rely on the authorities to protect you from pirates or terrorists. It's a dangerous and unpredictable environment, and it's no wonder that Somalia consistently ranks as one of the most dangerous countries in the world. And there you have it, the top 5 most dangerous countries in the world. These countries face some serious challenges, from war and terrorism to poverty and corruption. It's important to remember that these are just a few of the many dangerous places in the world. Always do your research and stay informed about the risks before you travel anywhere. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more informative videos. Stay safe and see you next time.